Every day, countless founders, leaders, and visionaries lock eyes with the same brutal truth. The dream of viral success isn't what anyone promised. It's not a spark that lights up a room and pulls in crowds like magic. It's a lie wrapped in pretty packaging, sold by marketing gurus who want you chasing ghosts. The idea of virality? It's a shortcut that rarely ever leads anywhere. It plays on your hunger, your desperation for breakthrough, and then leaves you with nothing but frustration and exhaustion. How many times have you poured your heart, your soul, into content, campaigns, launches, only to hear the cold silence of the internet? No explosion, no sudden flood of followers, just a slow, draining drip that barely lifts you off the ground. Watching others seemingly go viral overnight, you wonder, what's wrong with you? Why can't your brilliance catch fire? Why do you grind so hard while the world appears to reward mediocre noise instead of real impact? That pain, it's real, it's crushing. It feels like a betrayal by the very system that promised freedom and opportunity. Marketing isn't about magic pills or viral formulas. It's about truth, the raw, uncomfortable truth you rarely hear out loud. The truth that being remarkable takes more than a catchy headline or a trendy hashtag. The truth that the world has no space for ordinary genius, no infrastructure for radical ideas, and no patience for the exceptional who don't fit the mold. Virality is a lie because it sells the illusion that quick fame equals lasting power, that chaos and luck are your allies. But real influence doesn't come from noise, it comes from alignment. Imagine, just for a moment, rejecting the hunt for viral hits. Imagine shifting focus from the unstoppable but fickle wave of mass attention to the steady fire of deep connection, to the power of building something rare and unshakable instead of wide and fleeting. Yes, it's harder. Yes, it's lonelier. But this is where the real game begins. Forget chasing virality. Focus on becoming a beacon for the few who matter. Not the millions who scroll past without a second thought. The few whose minds and hearts sync chaos with clarity. The rare thinkers, creators, and doers who are ready to tear down worn systems and build new worlds. If you reach these few, everything changes. Your network strengthens, your ideas sharpen, your impact grows, and your legacy begins to take shape. Here's a professional secret no one teaches. Virality is a byproduct of alignment, not the goal. It emerges when your message echoes so authentically that it pulls in not everyone, but the right ones. And that isn't luck. It's strategy, patience, and ruthless focus. So start asking questions that shift your entire approach. Who am I truly serving? Not the masses. The masses are a myth, a mirage built to dilute power. Instead, serve the rare few whose passions and purposes align with yours. Who do you want in your corner? What conversations do you want to spark? What changes are you fighting for? When you answer these, your marketing steps off the trap of empty viral quests and into the realm of meaningful movement. Stop measuring success by followers or likes. They're easy traps to fall into and harder prisons to escape. Instead, measure by the depth of your connections, by the sparks ignited in individual minds. How many souls are moved enough to act, to rethink the rules, to break free from the numbness of conformity? This is how you grow, not by noise, but by essence. Think about the pain of being misunderstood, the frustration when your big ideas are filtered through shallow systems that kill risk and reward sameness. This is the reality for most exceptional individuals. The world does not have a home for the radical, and it never will unless we create one. That's why the obsession with virality is a trap. It asks you to dilute, to fit, to blend in for mass appeal. But you weren't born to blend in. You were born to disrupt, to pioneer, to burn paths where none exist. Now, here comes the emotional core, the fire that burns in those who refuse to be caged by empty promises. You don't have to trick the market or pal around with algorithms. You don't have to beg for scraps of attention. Instead, you can unlock something far more powerful, your autonomy. Your will as a founder, leader, visionary is your weapon. Your careful alignment with others who burn like you is your fortress. This combination makes viral moments irrelevant because your power doesn't need to shine briefly in the sun. It sustains through the darkest nights. This is where true liberation lives, in crafting your own ecosystem, where misaligned brilliance finds connection, where misunderstood depth finds synergy, and where uncommon minds create something no system can erase. When you focus on the few, your network becomes an unstoppable force, weaving wild contrasts into fierce unity. It's not about conforming or chasing numbers. It's about sovereignty, patience, and betrayal of the easy lies. Remember, the world smiles while burying your fire beneath convenience and conformity. The comfort zone is a cell disguised as freedom. Every shortcut you rush to take chips away at your real potential. Virality is one such shortcut, a seductive promise that robs you of your power and time. The real path is an uphill climb fueled by relentless refusal to settle, to be a borrowed life, a diluted idea, a forgotten spark. And yes, this path demands more than hustle. It demands transformation. You must unlearn what you've been sold. Discard the myth that viral equals valuable, that scale means impact. You must become critical, question everything, refuse easy answers, and take the long view. Eternity favors those who play the long game, who build slow but build deep. This video isn't for those who want comfort or compliancy. It's for the restless, the rebels, the rare few who feel that unbearable tension inside. The whisper that you are destined to shake reality, to step beyond limits, to become more. If that's you, if your soul flares at the thought of breaking chains and building new frameworks, then this isn't advice. It's a call. Fuel your fire by seeking the right few, not the random many. Connect with those who ignite your brilliance and challenge your thinking. Craft content and campaigns that don't chase fleeting trends, but create lasting movements. Be ruthless in shedding tactics that waste time, and merciless in focusing on what builds undeniable, aligned power. Virality is a lie sold to distract you from your true potential. The unleashed individual standing sovereign, transforming reality, and moving not masses but mountains. Your greatest asset isn't a viral moment. It's your relentless will, your unshakable purpose, and your fierce commitment to becoming more than what the world expects or allows. So toss aside the rule books that claim virality is the path. Build your own code. Forge your own links. Find your few. In their connection lies your power. In that power lies your freedom. And through that freedom, the future is yours to create.